Hello, my name is Joe Asensio.
And I'm Steve Horninger.
We're your instructional technology team here at the Edwards campus. Some rooms in Regnier Hall are equipped with lecture capture equipment. In that case, you might have multiple remotes. Besides the one that you're going to be using to turn on the projector, you will have one that will actually turn on a television monitor that we call a conference monitor, and then you have another remote that is for the camera. So if you take the remote that points towards the camera and just go ahead and push the little green highlighted button, that'll turn the camera on. You might be able to see a slight red light at the base of the camera, and then when you turn it on, it'll turn to a green light. That is really hard to see though. And then use the other remote control that will point towards the television. On the top left corner, push the button to power on the television. When the television comes on, you'll see that you have the entire view of the front of the classroom in this particular situation. If you'd like to zoom the camera, you can zoom so that you're focused only on the instructor, towards the whiteboard, or towards the discussion that's going on in the classroom. In this case, we're going to go ahead and leave it so that it's showing the entire display. Okay? A few other things just to let you know is that whenever we do schedule recordings for you, we always start 5 minutes before the published class time to start, and we end 5 minutes after the published class time is over. So any private discussions you might be having with a student about their grades or their attendance or anything like that, believe it or not, the most private place to have that conversation is in the hallway. Because here, 5 minutes before until 5 minutes after published class times, that's all going to be recorded. You'll also have noticed some of the microphones hanging down from the ceiling like this, and they do pick up sound equally from throughout the room. So as a best practice, you might let your students know during your initial class that it's a good idea that they not speak, even during break, about private things inside of the classroom, because you're not going to probably be pausing the recording during the break. And anything does get picked up that's picked up inside of the classroom. So just be aware of that. Some classrooms are also equipped with these type of microphones and speakers and cameras so that it could be a software video conference so that a distance student can attend remotely and participate synchronously during the class. A really good best practice when you have a distance student is to be sure and engage them during class. So just pretend like they're in the classroom just like anybody else. Remember that they're online, and when you're finished with any kind of classroom discussion, look up like you're talking to them, look into the camera like you're talking to them, ask them if they have any questions, and always invite them to just interrupt in the course of the conversation just like they would as if they were inside of the room. That'll give them a feeling of being totally engaged in the class. Also note that whenever you're finished in the classroom at the end of the class, besides powering off the projector, you also want to power off the television and use the other remote to power off the camera, and you'll be finished for the day.